What up, y'all? It's your boy OG Big Sam, aka Mr. White, with this OG morning thought for this week. You know, and it's concerning our very own Dirty Birds, aka the Atlanta Falcons. It seems that from top national, talking heads to, top podcasters, across the board, trickling all the way down to this fan base, seem not to understand what it means to learn from past mistakes. Otherwise, we'd be doomed to repeat it over and over. I said this a while back, about teams that constantly solve their problems by, firing, knee-jerk reactions. There have been, many franchises over the course of time in NFL history that have, with knee-jerk reaction, firing a coach after 1 year, firing a GM after 1 year, or, revolving door at the quarterback position. When has that ever worked? When has there ever been, success coming from that? For the last 26 to 36 years, the Cleveland Browns, as an example. The Detroit Lions, as an example. You know what I'm saying? When there's no stability, there's no success. You're always going to have hiccups. You're going to have problems. You're going to have mistakes. But in going through those processes, if you don't learn from them and repeat them, nothing will change. Over the last 20 years, you've seen, teams do these very same things that a lot of you are suggesting. How well did it work out for them teams? How well? It seems that Detroit finally learned that you can't solve your problems by not, being vigilant in every part of the process. It went through a multitude of coaches, over the years. Here over the last, 3 to 4, things have changed. Imagine that. One of the teams that have four of the worst seasons in NFL history, managing to stabilize and get stability in their organizations. They're not firing someone at every turn. But oh no, this fan base, they're hung up on, the viculations of Vic-itis. You can't seem to, stand behind a quarterback because of the color of his skin. Can't stand behind a quarterback because it's not who you want. Can't stand behind a quarterback because you want Ricky to take over. Because you want to relive an experience that was a nightmare. We're in a situation right now, 6 and 7, 4 games to go, and we need all 4. Yeah, true. But y'all want the Ricky in for these 4 games. Does that make sense? Does it? You're mad at the quarterback, but what I saw, the quarterback wasn't the one that gave up 35 yards in the air to the opposing team. The quarterback wasn't playing defense. Damn, the irony. That sounds familiar. Blaming the quarterback for defensive failures. The more we repeat the same shit, the more we're doomed to not succeed from learning. New staff, and we're dealing with adversity. It seems to me that this fan base is immune to understanding what, adversity actually is. When you lose composure in adverse situations, you make short-minded mistakes. And a lot of that comes from you all this fantasy football, Madden microwave mindset. Instant gratification. I want now. I'm at now. I'm tired of losing. What if you lost? A lot of y'all, don't know nothing past 1990. A lot of y'all don't know anything past 2010. A lot of y'all don't know anything past 2002. But yet want to holler about what you tired of. You ain't seen nothing to be tired of nothing. There's a process when it comes to hiring a coach, and I get it. A lot of y'all, it's a PTSD trigger moments. You see a certain thing and it reminds you of another coaching era, and you sit, on your soapbox and and cry and whine and bitch and moan and call names and all of that. And want to get petitions written to have this guy fired, have this GM fired, and want Mr. Blank to sell the team. I have seen the absolute worst of times and eras of this organization. I have lived through the worst owner in sports history. The Smith family, Rankin Smith Sr. You ain't lived through that. You can't talk about being tired of anything. I've seen, Hall of Famers walk from this team and this man's, time in ownership. Prime should have retired a Falcon. Y'all want to sit here and talk about what you're tired of? Okay. Alright. Bet. It is what it is. And I remember Dan Quinn's first season here with Kyle Shanahan as the OC. In that 8-8 season. And in his second episode here, and what happened? We went to the big dance. We should have won it, but in that situation, y'all blame Matt Ryan for the defense giving up 30 points in the second half. Sound familiar? The irony. Process is a process. But do you really think that if, the end of the season, no matter the outcome of the wins and losses, that if we fire another coaching staff, that things are going to get any better? Without stability, we'll never reach the pinnacle of what we need to reach, because everything, this fan base requires as a solution involves starting over. How many times you gonna start over? This ain't Madden, the video game. And this fantasy football shit is a drug. Some of y'all are addicted. Okay? Salary cap exists. Trade restrictions exist. Player development exists. And that don't happen in one season. That don't happen, in one off season. That don't happen in one training camp. As the Detroit Lions. And look what they are. Do you want to win? Do you really want to win? The fact is, could you actually handle us winning? Because I don't think you can. And don't get it twisted. By no means am I absolving anyone. But I understand things happen from a physical and mental standpoint, from ownership to front office to coaching staff down to the players. I've seen enough football. I've seen dynasties built. I've seen dynasties crumble. I've seen dynasties stabilize. And this notion that firing someone or getting rid of someone is the answer to everything, is it really? Is it really? I mean, no. Kirk Cousins is not playing his best football. He's not. He's not. And I believe in the law of averages, where something has to give. If something goes wrong long enough, sooner or later, it's gonna go right. But a lot of y'all mindset is always going left. When are we gonna learn how to be true fans? Yeah, a lot of y'all don't even know how to support a team, but yet you just want to sit around and try to tell somebody how to run a team. How's that working? When you ain't get a check for it, rightfully so. Thank God. Come on now. Do we have talent? Yes, we do. Do we have certain things in place? Yes, we do. But we got to use those things. We got to let the process work itself out. We got to, let development happen. And every time something go wrong, and you think that getting rid of somebody, firing somebody is the answer. There are a multitude of franchises in the NFL that knows all too well a revolving door at the GM spot, a revolving door at the head coach, a revolving door at the quarterback position leads to no good end. One thing about it, when you have the right mindset, there's no need for a straitjacket, self-imposed or otherwise. Just a little something to think about. Process is a process. And if you change said process every year or every other year, and you keep getting the same result, it's the definition of what? Hey, just something to think about. It's your boy OG Big Sam, man, aka Mr. White. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Holla back.